What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Boat Parade. If this is your first time checking out our channel, we live in Tampa. We love all the Tampa sports teams. You could tell Tampa Bay Lightning, Tampa Bay Bucks, and the Tampa Bay Rays. And we talk all things Tampa Bay, not just sports, but mostly sports. Love the culture of Tampa. I myself am an immigrant from the great state of Texas to Tampa. And Jared, who's not here today, is a Polk County local from Florida, about as Florida boy Zanino as you can get. Anyway, today I wanted to make this video just to hang out, spend some time with you guys on this Wednesday night. Also to tell you a little story. So if you haven't already been able to tell, this jersey that I am wearing is the reverse retro Tampa Bay Lightning. This is the 2022 reverse retro Storm jersey. Now, if you had listened to me talk at any point in the last few years, I have referenced this jersey as the greatest sports jersey of all time. Now, you may feel like that's a little bit of an overstatement. I happen to love this jersey. I love how dynamic, how unique it is. I love the lightning. It was funny that some of the players were talking about it, and they were like, is that fire down the sleeve? I'm like, bro, in Russia, is this what fire looks like, you know? Anyway, that's a joke because we have a lot of Russian players. But this is one of my favorite jerseys of all time. Now, if you had listened to me in the years past, I wanted this jersey so bad. And before they came out with the reverse retros, the only way really to get this jersey was to buy an original from 1997. Now, that's 25 years ago. 1997 is the only time. They only played in these for a couple months. They were considered some of the ugliest jerseys of all time, but that was actually the year that I was born, and so it was a special year for me, and obviously a special year for the Lightning jerseys. Anyway, I wanted one, but to buy an original, you're talking about $1,200, $1,500, $1,700, $2,000 for an original. And I just didn't want to spend that kind of money. So when they came out with the reverse retros, I was so very excited. Now, if you go to Amalie, you can buy them at Amalie. You can buy them a couple other places, but really you want to buy them at the stadium so it has a story. So we go to the store, and we're looking at them. And to get one with if you want to get a stammer with his name on it and the C on it, it's like almost $400. So I was like, I may hold off on that just a little bit. So we have some friends that are actually Jared's friends who are season ticket holders, and they invited us to the 30th birthday party pretty much at Tampa Theatre for the Tampa Bay Lightning. This featured people like Phil Esposito, one of the founding fathers of this great organization, and Dave Andreychuk and Vinny LeCavalier and all these great kind of legends. And Heddy was there, and Killorn was there, and Pupo was there, if you don't know that old school Goldie name. And there were a lot of names. Most of the commentators, television commentators and radio commentators were there, and they spoke, and they broke it up by decades, right? And so they had the first, since it's 30 years, they had the first 10 years, second 10 years, third 10 years, obviously kind of headed up by Heddy and Killorn. And and third leg Greg was there. If you don't know who that is, that's his Instagram handle. Greg, you're awesome. Anyway, so we go sit. I think there's 1,500 and 52 seats in the Tampa Theater, and we were in a group of 8, and I sat on the end. I think it was section, I don't know what section it was. Anyway, we're on the bottom, we're on the first floor. I had my daughter with me who's somewhere crawling around up here. She's so cute. Anyway, so I am holding her through most of the show. I actually went upstairs and found a quiet corner and put her to sleep and was just listening. And Greg came out maybe in between the first and second decade and announced they were giving away 3 Storm reverse retro jerseys signed by everyone who spoke. Now, when I heard that, I was pretty astounded for a couple reasons. Number one, these guys haven't really ever been in the same room to sign a jersey at the same time. You're talking about guys that played 25 years ago, 30 years ago, and then who play today. So this isn't the kind of like if you go see the team and everyone signs it. This is a very unique demographic of players. This across 30 years. You also have guys like Phil Esposito, who is probably the George Washington of the Tampa Bay Lightning, but you're not really going to get him in a room to sign a jersey. Some of these guys aren't big on like, I'm going to sign something for people. Some of the guys that were there, I don't know, you'll have to pick out some of these if you can see them. I don't know if the camera's picking that up completely. Does the camera see that? Does it, I guess? Anyway, this is, if you can see, this is the signatures. They're all over the place. And but it was really special. So when they announced that they were having that, I just told God, I was like, look, I want one of these Storm reverse retros. I didn't want to spend the money for one. And so as they're announcing they're doing whatever, at the very end of everything, they announced they're going to give them away. And they actually picked, they had somebody that was picking by the seat before the event or whatever for who was going to win. And so out of the, the odds are ridiculous. 52 seats. I'm sitting in a group of 8. I sat in this specific seat, and they call my seat number 214. And and it was a very, very special moment for me. I walked up with my daughter, who was awake now at the time, and everything's loud. And third leg Greg's like, hey, he's got the baby. Come down here. Anyway, so I won this jersey. And it's special to me, obviously personally, but it's also special in general because of the guys that signed it. I said LeCavalier and Andreychuk and Hedman, and Hedman's obviously a future Hall of Famer, and so that's cool. But the 30th birthday celebration of the Lightning, I got to win, or be given a jersey that's signed by people that are a very important part of this organization, not just players, but some of the behind the scenes guys as well. And so that was a really special night for me. And I don't know if you guys have ever won anything like if in that context, but it is very exhilarating. I mean, you're talking about adrenal glands to the max. I mean, you're talking about like a breakaway goal has nothing on the feeling of you getting called to walk down in the Tampa Theatre to win this jersey. And so I just wanted to share that story with you guys because we are quintessential Tampa Bay, and boat parades and Stanley Cups and Super Bowls, and maybe one day the Rays will be good again, and all this kind of stuff that we talk about. And I wanted to share this story with you guys tonight on a Wednesday night. Thank you so much for joining me for this quick story time. Drop a comment. Let me know if you've ever won something cool or caught a baseball or all those types of things, Last time I had something like that happen, we were at Rays Stadium, and my grandfather was with me. He almost got hit by a baseball in warm-ups, and, it's like you almost get it and don't. So winning something like this, don't worry. I have worn this to one game. Actually, the game behind me, the highlights I was at yesterday against the Seattle Kraken, we won 6-2. Explosive game. Pointer had one of the nastiest goals. Anyway, it was a lot of fun, but I wore it then so I could wear it to one game, and then I'm wearing it now. After this, it will go in my closet until my glass display case gets here, which it will go in the wall, in the boathouse, in Tampa Bay. So anyway, we appreciate you guys. Please like and subscribe. This is a family. We're creating a Tampa Bay sports family culture. I believe Tampa is one of the greatest cities in the nation, and I know people know that. Obviously, the real estate market reflects that, but careful, baby. But I really think that that people need to know what Tampa Bay is. And I posted a reel the other day about Thunderbug giving this kid, saying hi to this kid, and I really think Tampa's created a great family culture. And that's something that you don't want to miss. And so please like and subscribe, share the channel, share the video, grab some friends, sit down with some popcorn, and join us next time on The Boat Parade.
You can look me in the eye. It's all because of Jesus. He the reason I'm alive. I live by faith, by grace. You know that I ain't gotta strive. They told me, Tony.